All praises, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there pushing this word of truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are the great millstone Chicago branch, a branch of the branches, coming at you with some more of it. Y'all know what to do.
Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, of evil, and of pestilence.
Right. And we got all three of those going on. Y'all already know. All right. Saudi Arabia, I believe, is officially BRIC squad.
Yep.
The Saudi Arabians are now trading their oil in Chinese yuan. All right. So what does that spell? That spells the death of the American dollar.
Brother, it gets worse than that. Damn near every country in South America is applying BRICS now.
That's right.
Damn near every country in South America is applying to be a part of the BRICS. It's done. We're literally looking at the last few days of normalcy, and it's not even normal right now. Hell, I just stopped in Marshall Fields to use the bathroom. Got to the bathroom, it just pools of blood everywhere. God damn. I'm like, what the fuck happened in here? I'm like, fuck it. You know, trying to step around big blood clots and blood and shit. And the dude came in and cleaned it up. He was like, man, I don't make enough of this shit.
God, dude.
You know? So I don't know what happened, but it wasn't good. Whatever happened, man. Some violent ass gay sex in the dog's parlor. Something went down, man. It wasn't good. Right? But it ain't good in America, man. Damn near, and you're right, and Saudi Arabia was the big one. But Mexico is applying for BRICS, and all these countries are basically starting to drop dime and come against, the whore.
That's right.
They're coming against the whore now, man.
You know, it's the spirit, man, because I was lacing this Jake up last night. It's a Jake that I know. He be boxing and shit. He a bouncer. And like he know I be outside, you know, and he was like, hey, you need a ride home or something? Like, he was like, hey, I'm gonna come get you. You know what this nigga asked me? I gave him I'm talking about, I was in the car rebuking him for like an hour straight. He said, man, I'm thinking about joining the army. I said, nigga, this is the worst time of the worst. I just brought out all the scripture. I read the whole Joel, the second chapter to him down there. Said, man, look, you gotta get rebuked right now. You gotta get it.
Jake,
it's like 5 in the morning. We parked in front of the crib. I'm ripping his ass up.
Hey, this is Revelation 17:16.
Damn.
And then the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
Yep.
Right.
That shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right.
All these allies of America are gonna have turned on her. All right.
Yeah.
Most of the news in America is distraction news. They're not really giving you the real news.
Okay.
They're giving you news that they want you to see, and usually it's the face of a nigga or a spigot in the news to look like the bad guy to distract you from what's really going on, man. That guy is tearing some shit up right now.
He definitely tearing some shit up.
That guy, exactly, is responsible for all kind of shit. They're gonna put up a so-called black or brown face to distract. But the truth is that the nations of the world are coming against this place, man. It's like the gig is like everybody knows what's going on in Ukraine. All right, that Ukraine has always been a part of Russia. All right, and then you got this effeminate act over there that barely a year ago was in leather suits voguing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, with his belly out like a damn woman.
Yeah.
All right, striking a pose, and then. And what's going on is that you got a very racist Nazi regime in Ukraine that has been attacking Russian citizens that live in Ukraine, in different parts of it. And the Russian government went in to annex Ukraine and to protect its citizens. But the American media shows it the other way, like these people that are just, these Russians just came in and are killing all these people when they've been getting killed by their own government. All right, and most of those places that they're saying that the Russians took over, those people willfully became a part of the Russian government. They didn't force them. in those areas where they were going to, they were Russian speaking. They weren't even speaking Ukrainian, man.
Whatever you at.
So it's just been a big wag the dog event, and I believe, just as they said, Biden went over there to protect his interests and his son's business, and to protect them damn labs over there where they were making all the potions.
Right.
All right, because when the Russians started taking over shit, they started, getting a hold of these labs, and that's not good, because everybody's connected to that shit. That creep Fauci, that weirdo Gates, the presidents, they all had their hands in the pie over there, man. And I think, and it wasn't just one place where they were making potions; it was a bunch of them. And they're trying to protect those and keep those from getting into the Russians' hands, man. But then the Russians don't have a mindset like you down, like you Edomites over here, man. They got a different mindset. And then Putin, also Putin did another thing, for that asshole Dr. Brown. When that video went up, Who Are the Real Israelites, where they were doing a debate, they were still on live, and I made a video against that shit. And they took my video down and put a strike on Malcolm. So I hit their ass again on the critical race theory. And I think I came even harder. I just was careful about, saying certain words, man. All right? You can't get around this fucking truth, man.
That's right.
And that's what this is boiling down to, man. They're being exposed.
That's right.
They're being exposed in every avenue, man. And now, you got liars like Dr. Michael Brown. And somebody get Job 13 and 4 real quick. Because the word doctor means to falsify, man.
Yep.
This is the book of Job 13 and 4. It says, but ye are forgers of lies.
Right, Dr. Brown?
Ye are all physicians of no value.
Right, so hit me with a hate speech. When I didn't say God, now I'm saying his name. All right? But, they hit me with hate speech on a video, and I never identified one individual. And I never said anything hateful toward any particular individual. All right? At all. All I did was give up facts and figures and truth, and then we come Galatians 4 and 16. And that's the problem. When you tell the truth, is also somebody get he that rebuketh in the gate. They hate you, man. All right? And we're hated for his name's sake, and we bring out the real name. That as well. Somebody can grab that too. And that's what it is, man. We're bringing out the truth. We're bringing out the true name of the Lord. And here's another one. I think I hit him with this one too.
Another.
And this one really hurts, right? Exactly. I hit him with that. Well, with the truth about the Hebrew. And I know it was already a whole bunch of fake J-O-W's, double O's, a bunch of J-O-double-O's. They pussy. They pussies hurt. All right. Yeah. They got all butt hurt and got mad because of the truth, man. And so they're claiming to be the people of the Lord, and they're using the Assyrian script.
Right.
And I love that they do that, man, because the fact that they use the Assyrian script proves beyond a shadow of doubt that they're not the house of David.
Right.
They're not the house of Judah.
That's right.
All right? The house of Judah never used the Assyrian script. They were never in the Assyrian captivity.
Hello.
The northern kingdom was.
Hello.
And then when you look at the coin and the money, when you look at the money from the time period of the fall of Jerusalem, from the Maccabees all the way up to the fall of Jerusalem, because the members of the house of Judah were the remnant of those that were left over from the Maccabean kingdom. All right?
Yeah.
Because when the Maccabees went, the Maccabees actually had some juice, and they had their own currency and their own money. And on their currency was the Phoenician Hebrew. In their documentation was the Phoenician Hebrew. They weren't writing in the Assyrian script. So the water, man, and boom, that just came into my head a couple months ago, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute. So the fact that these fake Jews are using the Assyrian script is evidence that they're not the people of the Lord. The very language that they use, I mean, do you understand how powerful it is?
Right.
That's just as powerful as that information that came out from 1681 when they created the term white.
White.
When they actually put into law, the first time in documentations, that that there was ever a group of humanity that was referred to as white. It was in 1681 in Virginia. All right, so that's a fact. They made it up. There's no such thing. All right. And that's what this man does. He plays a game, all right, and he changes the rules as you playing. As soon as you get hip to the game and start beating him at it, you know, he's like, and
We gonna
this
pause the
amendment,
game. Let me fix some
right?
shit.
And this amendment, but there's been an amendment, right? And he changes some shit, man, because his pussy hurt. All right, bring out those scriptures. Bro.
This game.
Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yes.
There it is, man.
Yes, the answer is
Am I
yes.
therefore became your enemy because I tell you the truth? All right. So telling the truth can make you an enemy of the state. What's that saying? That telling the truth in the time of is a revolutionary act. Telling the truth in the time of, there's a saying. I can't get it. Somebody can find it if they can find it.
I know what you're talking about.
But it's a revolutionary act. All right. When you got lies being told by the powers that be, and then here you come telling the truth about some shit.
I got the Matthew.
You're gonna be all smart, coming with the square root of some shit. You know, your smart ass.
Sophisticated.
Right.
This is Matthew. This is the other one you quoted. This is St. Matthew 10 and 22. It said, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endures to the end shall be saved." Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
This is from George Orwell. It says, in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act.
There it is.
That's perfect for Amos
Yeah.
5 and 10.
Con.
That's perfect.
Yep. Read it again, brother.
From the quote from George Orwell, it says, in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act.
And this is universal deceit, man. And that's why all these countries, Thailand being one of them. All right, Thailand is in that. Told you, man. Hey, we getting ready to start GMS Thailand.
Let's go!
Hey,
Come, something, come. No, that's good.
no, Sawadi.
Sawadi!
Savadi.
All right, so hey, we going to Thailand, brother. To start GMS Thailand, but no, Thailand is one of those. Is one of those countries that is completely turning on the beast, man. They're ready. They're ready to go with the BRIC system.
Brick squad.
As is most of the world. As a matter of fact, the only Asian nation that's actually really holding out against BRICS right now is Japan. It's just a matter of time. Because one thing I know that in Okinawa, which is that very strong, powerful form of karate that really is not taught anymore. You know, with the characters what was their name? Ken and Ryu.
Yeah.
That form of karate that they from Street Fighter. There's a name of that Okinawa. That came from Okinawa, man. That was a brutal ass form of karate. And I know that the people on the island of Okinawa in Japan, they ain't down with America at all, man. They've been wanting them U.S. bases off that island for a very long time, man. They're not down with it, all right. And I was there, in the '80s on that island, and it was a paradise, man. And I've seen images of it now, and I was like, God damn. And then most of that's been done by what? The Marines and the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines running around training, and they done fucked the jungles up. You know, the wildlife is plastic everywhere, MRE packages everywhere. All right, hey, Esau's a destructive force, man.
That's right. So
Talking about the Navy, a force for good. The good of fucking who?
Right.
All right, a force for good. Shut your ass up.
Scripture say he gonna destroy him that destroyed the earth. Who destroyed? You got that? Man, that's his speed.
This is Revelation 11 and 18.
Plastic everywhere.
And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou should give reward unto thy servants, the prophets.
Hey, I remember standing on the cliff. I was with my guy Odin, and that's shit. His name was Odin. Odin and Hercules. That shit was crazy. I'm with Odin, man. And I remember we were just out, just walking around, taking pictures and shit. And I'm standing on top of a cliff, and I'm looking over a cliff down into the water, and I can literally see about 50 feet down to the bottom, man.
Wow.
Damn.
White
that's
clear
wild.
water. I stand on the
That
beach
shit
front. I
mighty
can't
as
even
fuck,
see
though.
I can't even see 2 feet. And listen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm standing on the cliff, so I was at least 100 feet above the water, looking, and I can see the bottom of it.
Damn.
I can see the fish on the bottom.
Is man
You know?
destroyed the earth, man.
So these people really have destroyed the earth, man.
Yeah.
And,
God
and who
damn,
did
man.
this place right here?
Right.
Well, we're standing, man. They put concrete over everything, man.
You
All right.
you always said, you say they got the trees in prison.
Trees
This-
in fucking prison.
This
man.
one
The
on
roots.
house arrest, he got the box on his ankle. They got his ass in the box.
Right. Cigarette butts, ashes and shit.
Right.
This is supposed to
Damn
be part of the
drugs,
lake right
syringes,
now.
all of his roots, and that's what he's got to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always tell you how pitiful these trees look, how dry they are every time the weather changes, how long it takes for them to actually bud. Every year it takes them longer and longer, you know, to get green, man.
This
Ah.
man destroyed the earth, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Because usually when I was a kid, by mid-May it was green everywhere. Now it ain't green to damn near halfway through June is when finally everything is in full bloom, man.
It's
Yeah.
June.
It says, and that thou should give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and should
That's
destroy
right.
them which destroyed the earth.
And they need to be destroyed yesterday fucking day.
That's right.
Yeah.
The earth needs new management.
All right? Yesterday, man. That's how we feel about it. We want to be out of here yesterday.
That's right.
Yep.
That's what I told that
Today
nigga
is too
last
late.
night.
We want out of here yesterday.
Joining the army. Nigga, you crazy.
That's okay. He can take his ass over there if he want to and get be a part of the mashes.
That's what I told him. Part of that stink.
A quote from Thomas Jefferson. It says, "When once a republic is corrupted, there is no possibility of remedying any of the growing evils, but by removing the corruption and restoring its lost principles."
Isn't that some shit from a man who was a rape, robber, murderer, and a slave owner?
Damn.
All right? Because that goes to show you when he was writing these things and saying these things, you so-called Negroes and Spigrows, you weren't included in that.
Right.
Neither are you natives.
Right.
Exactly.
All this lawful shit, like I'm using the Constitution to defend me now, but that's just mockery of Esau Edom because the Constitution was never really meant for any of us.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All right? It was never meant for you. That was meant for them. All right? It was never meant for any of you. Right? As a matter of fact, I just found out that like they refer to us as black and brown people.
Black.
In the Law's Dictionary Bible, this is their law. In the Law's Dictionary Bible, it says that if you're a person who is black or a person of color, that you actually have no rights.
Yeah.
It says that in the Black Law's Dictionary. Look it up. Look it up. See for yourself. So none of this shit was meant for you, and it's still not meant for you. That's why Jake hardly ever gets any justice when they go before the trap, before the system.
Yeah.
And it means a trap. It's
the
we're,
trap.
hey,
That's
look,
why it's called the trap.
we're behind enemy lines in fucking prison.
Yeah.
The only difference from us standing here is that we have free roam of the entire prison. We can start walking and walk to New York. We can start walking, and in about 4 or 5 months we'll be in California.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that.
Like
Right?
Forrest Gump.
Then you got guys that are in a cell and they can only walk back and forth from the wall to the gate. But
it.
that's the only difference that we got is that we can go further because we don't have many more rights than them. All right, except we can get a piece of ass here and there.
Yeah.
That we got that over them. So I'd much
Regular
rather
liquor.
be in this portion of the prison than in that portion of the prison.
Yeah,
but
I
the
know.
fact is
We in population.
but we still right. But we still in prison though.
We in population.
All right, they
baby.
just got it. Their restriction is just worse than ours. And at the drop of a hat, at any moment, that could be us.
Yeah.
And you could be 100% innocent, and it still end up
don't matter.
still end up in a place like that. A lot of motherfuckers in there deserve to be in there. They ain't done some dumb shit. But you got a big population
A lot
of
of dumb
people.
shit.
Isaiah 42:22. You got a big population of guys in those places that they don't belong there. They shouldn't be there. They got railroaded by some injustice, some fucked up system, misidentified.
No, I mean I'm gonna get it why he's getting it because when I read the Matthew, it was another one in Matthew going down to, not being offended for the Lord in His name's sake. But this is going into what the elder going into right now. This is St. Matthew 24:9. It says, "Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So just because you believe in the Lord, they'll come lock your ass up, man.
Hey, they trying to do that.
I know.
What do you think they doing
That's
in the
all
land
good.
in the land of Israel? She didn't make it past some brothers down there.
Oh,
I promise you, the brothers down there got it.
Oh man.
We late. She
Yeah, we actually like women over here, you know. We just understand that this ain't that part of their deal. I'm talking about facts. That bitch stomping like a rhino. Not a weave in sight.
That's right.
Yeah, we talk about the ladies.
Especially when you gonna walk down the street, some shit like that.
Come on,
God
man.
knows.
All you saw was a damn 12-foot camel in that motherfucker.
Right.
You know?
Damn.
Hey, I saw that shit with my glasses. I got 21. And she was at least 40, 50 feet away, man. I still saw that shit.
12 foot. Yeah.
That's a
Right.
sniper scope.
Oh shit,
So,
man.
hey, she said, but you know what? Pretty soon, the way society going, she ain't gonna be able to walk around like that,
Oh, no.
Man. Hell no.
right? Because she walk around like that, she gonna have to share that camel with the squad. And I'm not talking about us. We ain't gonna do no wicked shit like that. But these people out here, they will,
Talking
man.
about folding them.
Hey, what in that scene when Scopa and Utrecht was going to take the king,
Say what you
and
want,
he
the
said,
front or the back?
he said, I'll take. He said, right. He said, what he said? I'll take the arse.
Yeah, he said you want the head or
I'll
the
take the
arse.
arse. You'll take the titty. So wait, what he was saying? We gonna cream pie this bra from
Yeah.
both sides. And then he was like, no, the woman is mine. But he was like, yeah, you got the arse.
Scoper was ready, man.
Right.
They had that witch.
You know.
Yeah, Scoper was ready, man. That wicked nigga,
So
man.
they wicked, man. And you best believe
You
these
know
wicked
that
ass
was Jake,
niggas out
man.
here gonna do that, man.
You know that was Jake.
They gonna light up the
bullshit,
blunts.
man.
They gonna light up the blunts and they gonna do that type shit, man.
Yeah,
All right,
most definitely.
They gonna do that type shit, man. All right. Well, go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
So tell me, Dr. Brown, where's his prophecies fitting the fake Jews?
Right.
They not locked up in prison and snared in holes.
They own the diamond district.
And
Matter of
the
fact,
prison
they
shit.
own
And the
most.
prison.
Who you start looking at who owns the shares in the whole stockholders in the prisons, you're gonna see a whole lot of Steins, you know. All right, you're gonna see a whole lot. You're gonna see a whole lot of birds. You know,
Right.
You ain't gonna see him.
Right.
you're gonna see a whole lot of that. Finkelsteins and goldsmiths.
I've been to a lot of jail. I
Right.
ain't never seen a nigga in there with a yarmulke. Shalom.
Right,
I seen a lot of Nazis
right.
with the swastikas and shit like that. It's here, but
Right.
there ain't no Malachites
Right, a whole-
in there.
Ain't no Malachites.
Whole gang
I've been a lot of
square
jail.
smoking with the finger right here.
Shalom, brother.
Dudes with yarmulkes on, all crowded together.
Niggas in the Mexicans, they be over here.
They talking
Get
about,
your-
hey, shalom.
Right.
You over here with us.
Play some yeah!
Drado.
Yeah!
Hey, make sure his
Everybody
food,
do it.
make sure his food kosher up in this bitch. That ain't happening, man. You know what I'm
You
saying?
niggas know it's the
Okay.
Shabbat.
You know?
Take your yarmulke off. We about to rock. We about to rock. Take your yarmulke off.
Hey, we gotta blend in, yo.
We gotta blend in. Get the fuck out of
It
here.
ain't happening, man.
That prophecy
You know?
will never fit them, man.
So that prophecy don't fit. Don't read it again, brother Bob.
Isaiah 42 and 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
Right. So basically, that's not fitting anybody that's of the JOO ish. It's not fitting them, man. And you Dr. Brown, sorry, bro,
Soft ass nigga.
it ain't fit you. And basically, I think the name of my video was loaded questions and statements and lies by Dr. Brown or something to that effect. That was the title, and they said it was hate speech. All right. And they deleted the video, took it down. And so I the next day I did another video, cameoed his ugly ass face,
Ugly
all right,
as fuck.
and never said his name, all right, never said his name at all, just kept his face on the screen the entire time. And that way they couldn't even put up the thumbnail, because I noticed I'll put up a thumbnail that's very condemning to something that they really don't want the world to focus on and see.
Yeah.
And then the whole video will be that, and the one time that I put up my phone to show a picture, that becomes a thumbnail. Or
Wow.
in some cases, they'll just randomly pick a picture of my videos. You notice that?
Yep.
Because they really don't want people to focus. They, I'm not like big up in myself or nothing, but they got an extra hatred for me, man.
They do.
And
no,
I think it's
they
because
do,
of particular.
definitely.
I think it's because of the particular way that I go into history, and with the scriptures, the way I do things, man, it really aggravates the fuck out of me.
It's too
Showing
thorough
them-
and
yeah.
articulate. It's too
You know what it
thorough.
is?
Showing receipts.
You know what it is? That's that scene from Braveheart. The guy at the end with all them blades and shit to torture him. That's how you be cutting their ass.
Oh man, they fucked him up, man.
You showing receipts.
William
Yeah,
Wallace,
that's what it is.
Lord
You know,
William.
hey, how about my shop I can thought, brother? Hey, look, and I learned that from the apostles and elders.
Kara.
They set me on that path. But nevertheless, man, they got an extra. But fuck them, I hate them too.
That's
It's
right.
mutual.
That's right.
It's like I hate you, you hate me.
It's mutual.
Shalom.
But you got a lot of followers, and it's not hard for people to listen to you. You know, my shit ain't never gonna be PG-13. But you got a lot of, they know who to get, man. They be getting you. They'll get you about anything.
Yeah.
They know people clicking, even scoffers. See, and one thing about like pages like yours, you got a lot of scoffers, and no matter if the message edifying or not to them, they're gonna watch it, and it's that clickbait. They gotta see
they'll
it,
find
and they know people gonna see it. That algorithm, yeah, they strike you automatically.
I got a precept
Go ahead,
just to prove
And they be getting
that the people ain't the people. This is 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 7. It says, "Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant, and whose names were put out of the earth." What is that, Psalms 82?
That's right.
The Confederacy, was that what you holding that?
Psalms 83, bro.
Oh, Psalms 83, Salaki. Okay, our names were put out of the earth. We walking around now calling ourselves Negro,
By
Black.
colors.
African American,
Black
and
Asiatic.
brown.
Mexican,
Us
Asiatic,
brown.
Asiatic.
Us brown.
Yeah.
Asiatic,
Us
black,
black.
You know,
Right.
They put our names out of the earth, man, and it was really the Lord. All right, but what? Pursuing back to the prophecy, we lost our heritage, man. We didn't know who the fuck we were.
And that's why that's what made him fuck up, because he tried to go into Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, and he fucked up and used Deuteronomy 28:62. The truth is, man, that you don't need amendments and laws to protect the truth.
Right.
They actually have amendments and laws that, to protect certain things. The H thing that we dare say it, it's just the screen's just gonna go black. You say anything about that,
Right.
right? The whole H incident that happened during World War II, we won't say anything more than that,
Right.
all right? The screen will go black on that shit,
Right.
all right? So anything that you can bring evidences that go contrary to the narrative that has been pushed, all right? You don't need to create laws to protect the truth.
Exactly.
You only need laws to protect the lie.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, it's as simple as that, man. You only need laws to protect a lie, man. All right? So somebody get to Deuteronomy 28 and 62.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 62, and it reads, "And ye shall be left few in number."
And that's what he tried to use, because he tried to go against the 12 tribe sign and talked about how that's millions upon millions, that's hundreds of millions of people. How could they be the people? Keep reading.
"And you shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because you would not obey the voice of Yahweh thy power."
Now read let me see it.
I got a
The one
CSB.
before it, or the one after it? The one after it. Keep going.
Verse 63.
Because see, what he didn't understand is that in 62, that already happened. That happened in the past. Okay? That particular scripture. Okay? Because after the awakening, it says we were going to be as the sand of the sea.
Yeah, right.
So you see?
Right.
And then that's the question that I've had forever. Because when that video was on live, I kept putting comments on it. And I kept asking vocab about those 7 questions.
Right.
You brothers have been around for a while. I did a video about 4 years ago now. I did it up on the lakefront by Navy Pier.
Yeah.
All right. And it was about 7 questions, and it was 2.
Yep.
Dr. Michael Brown Vocab Malone and Dr. Dames White the Edomite. And they never responded to it. So while Vocab's on, I like, Vocab, what about these questions, bro? Yeah, about those questions, bro.
Right.
And next thing you know, all my comments got deleted off the video during the live stream. I was like, okay. So I went live. Well, I didn't go live, but I did a video while they was live, and boom, and that shit went up. And for something, my shit used to take like 12 hours to load up. As of last couple months, my shit been loading like 10 minutes. I don't know why do you how about shit on the shot? But I'll do a video and then I get a note. I'm like, goddamn, because I'm used to it going up, you know. I go to sleep and wake up and then the video will be up.
Right.
5G
You know?
hit.
But now all of a sudden my videos are going up, man. And that video that video didn't make it 12 hours.
Damn.
It didn't make it 12 hours, man. And I did kind of go hard with a little anger in my voice because I was mad. Because that bitch kept deleting my shit and not, you know. And I'm like, you supposed to be a man of the Lord and you know, and we're supposed to be contended for the truth. And I'm trying to contend. And I wasn't saying anything disrespectful, you know, but they, of course, did. And I said, no, and I told them, you debating Al-Azhar, you talking to the wrong dude, talk to me. He not asking the right questions, you know, because some people was big up in Al-Azhar. Fuck Al-Azhar, man. I'm not with that brother, man. That brother didn't prove himself to be shady, man. Now, I'm not going to say that about the whole Sakari, but him as an individual, fuck him, man.
That's right.
You know, that dude on something else, man. All right? And he misleading a lot of people. I can't acknowledge a man that won't acknowledge the book of Hebrews, man.
Right.
I can't acknowledge a man that got hair down to his ass.
Right.
And been on the damn Nazarene, the pledge of the Nazarene, you know, for the Nazareth vow,
Right.
you know, for since 2010, 2011.
Right.
That's around the time he came in after me.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
And nigga, I know you drinking that Henny too, nigga. Talking about you on a Nazarite. Stop playing. Verse 63. Deuteronomy 28,
Oh, when
63.
he popping bottles at the Shabbat?
Yeah.
When they was, you know, there.
Damn.
Come on, man.
You drinking that Henny, talking about you on a Nazarite vow, man. You full of shit. Anyways, making the light skinned niggas look bad. It says verse 63. It says, and it shall come to
Fucking it up
pass.
for the light skin, bro. Asshole.
Verse
I know,
63.
I know.
And it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do good and to multiply you, so Yahweh will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whether you go to possess it.
So how are they the people when you got plucked off the land? But you know what prophecy they do fit? The one in Ezekiel about when they would take the land, that the Edomites would take the land.
Uh-huh.
All right, because you know, hey, give me that in the land of uprightness. Because if they the people of the Lord, that would mean that this is the kingdom of heaven. If this is the kingdom of heaven, goddamn.
Right.
You
Send
know,
me to hell.
because when because when the Israelites go home, the government of the kingdom of heaven get established.
Exactly. Right.
All right,
Exactly.
but and it's just over from what they tell us, it's just you know, Yehudi and Levi
Right.
over there. Where's
Right.
the rest of the tribes, man?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Where's the rest of the tribes? All the tribes go back to Israel when that time comes, man. Which is gonna be, because he's bragging about how we're this small number. No, what you are is the least of the fucking flock.
Right.
Somebody grab that too. Get it, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness in the land of righteousness.
Wait for Dom to go by. Look at Dom and Letty out this bitch. Go ahead.
In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord.
Now start it over, brother. Bop the show.
Verse 10.
Now read. Call it and start it again.
This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly.
Right, so he's doing exactly that, man. All right, favor is shown to them, because if you say anything about them, they'll delete your video. If you say anything about them, they'll take you to court and sue you and make you to have make payments. You know, if a comedian or an actor, they don't even have to say anything that's insulting or degrading. They can just speak a truth. You know, and all of a sudden they lose them, you know, millions and hey, didn't Kanye lose damn near $1 billion or some shit?
Yeah.
All right. And you know exactly. Go
I
ahead,
just
brother.
seen something that that connects with this. Dave Chappelle said he was doing a skit at like Saturday Night Live or something, and he said, "This is what you do to buy yourself time." He says he's not anti-Semitism, and that to leave the Jewish community alone. Basically, you can't don't bring them up, and you buy yourself more time. They'll be in your favor, but once you stand up and speak against these things, the scripture says that it was unlawful to profess themselves as a Jew.
Right, and then that's the thing that Dr. Brown was trying to make himself like they're so persecuted, and I'm like, well, hold on, man, how you so persecuted when you own and control everything?
Right.
I guarantee you, if you were to look at the deeds to the majority of the properties here in this city, all these high-rise buildings. Hell, you got a Jewish university, a high-rise building not even about 3 blocks from here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got whole gated communities full of JOOs, issues.
Yes.
All right? So, come on, man. And you can't get around the fact that they do own the majority of the banks.
Right.
And all the jewelry districts.
Prisons.
Yeah, come on, man. They
Everything.
run and control Hollywood.
Yeah.
The media. But yet they so oppressed and so fuck out of here, man. So if I run the media, I can just run a story every day about how oppressed I am.
Right. That's right.
You know, and if somebody say something else, what did he say? Oh, really? Cancel him.
Right.
You know?
Get that Voltaire.
Elder, to back to what you were saying, the scriptures say, we're going to go to our enemies for the one of all things.
Exactly.
You know?
Wait, right? Because I ain't seen no JOO-ish come to us for shit.
No.
Right? Except maybe some drugs.
Damn.
Right? That's it. We have to go to them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you want a home loan, a car loan, a school loan, you want to go to school, you have to go to them. They don't fit the prophecies, man.
At all.
Come on, Dr. Brown, you full of shit, bro. All right? Want to delete people's videos. And I know he was behind it. Him and that damn vocab a demon, man. I can't wait for the Lord to get. And I hope when vocab gets it, man, it's public. The whole world gets to see it, man. All right? Like that image I saw that dude getting that 20-foot crocodile swimming off with that dummy that got in the water with him. All right? That's something like that happened to vocab alone, man. All right? Well, it's just public. Go ahead, brother.
This is a quote from Voltaire. To learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize.
There you go, man. All right? When you find who, exactly. When you see who you can't speak against,
Yep.
that's who's in ruling class, man.
Yeah.
That's your ruling class people. And so you got these victim villains, is what I call them. You got these villains who
victim
commit
villains.
all these heinous crimes around the world, subjecting people under their boot. All right, being covetous and taking land. Somebody get that. All right, and then they want to turn around and screen the victim, man. Hey, my little sister used to do that to me, man, when we was kids. All right, she would come in my, and I'm telling you, man, she was a little demon. She would come in my room and start screaming, "Stop hitting me, Mom, Mama!" My mother would come in there and start hitting on me. I'm like, okay, I see what's up. So, and when she would do that, I would get up and put it on her. I would get up, put the flops on her. You know what? She stopped doing that though. She was like, okay, this shit painful. Cause I knew I was about to get it. So I'm like, so you about to get it too. But you know what? She stopped doing that though. All right?
I got a precept. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Right. So they have not only oppressed us, oppressed our houses, they oppressed our very heritage, man.
Yep.
We can't, because you can be anything you want to be.
Right.
Yep.
All right. I saw a meme of a dude in the bathroom, right, and some women taking a shower, and they looking at him. He like, relax, I'm a woman.
Right. Meat hard as hell.
Right. Right. Yeah, he's rod all out. Right. He's standing there looking.
Hairy as
He's
hell.
telling them, hey, relax, I'm a woman. No, you not a woman,
Like,
man.
it's just an extension of my head.
You know? You know, so these people, this is how they do, man. They want to twist reality and make everything to fit them and their narrative. All right? And I got news for you. The world doesn't revolve around you anymore. All right?
This is Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Woo! And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, we're the hidden ones.
Yep.
Right? We're the hidden ones because we were hidden in plain sight. Because they labeled us black and brown, nigger, spick, coon, wetback, and beaner. All right? They labeled us all these things, man. All right, that shit I heard my whole life, red bone. The fuck is that, man? Where's the tribe of red bone? Go ahead, bro.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And there it is, man. They didn't want us to ever remember that. And what's really happening is that they're, somebody get the awakening in Ezekiel the 37th chapter.
Dry bone.
Because that's what's happening. They're standing in great fear. They're in the great fear of the awakening, man. All right? Of all our people, including them that don't look like us. Okay?
This is the book of Ezekiel 37 and 1. It says, the hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. It says, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many. And
very many, not few. So the awakening is going to be many, like the 12 tribe sign, Dr. Brown. Go ahead, brother.
It says, in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. It says, he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
And hey, look, and the world watched that happen. Because a group of diligent men went out on the highways and byways and started teaching the Bible and relating it to real history.
That's right.
All right? And now you got these massive armies, the armies of the dry bones that are waking up all over the earth now, man.
Yep.
All right? The problem is these people that are newly awakened, get in fucking order. Get in line, man. You didn't awake yesterday and now you're the expert and you want to out-teach the teachers, man.
God.
All right? You got men that's been doing this for 30, 40 years, man. Most of you clowns just woke up, you ain't even been alive that long. But you know more than, you know. That's like the dude walking to the studio, man. All right? Day one. Ain't even got a white belt on, but he wanna show his techniques though. All right?
Dragonfly Joe.
Exactly. Talking about some what I saw on YouTube. Your dumb ass up, man. You're a white belt. You're not even a white belt yet.
Right. You ain't even got a belt.
God.
All right? Go ahead, brother.
And it says, Ezekiel 37 and 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. It says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you.
And so that was the growth. How the camps just kept growing and growing, especially the Great Millstone. Right? As a matter of fact, the growth of the Great Millstone increased all the other camps, whether they want to admit that or not. All right? Whether they want to admit that or not, the Great Millstone is the vanguard of this Israelite awakening.
Right.
Whether you want to admit it or not. Not IUIC, not ISUPK, not the Sakari.
Oh.
Okay? It's the Great Millstone. The Great Millstone and its offshoots are the vanguard of this awakening, man.
Absolutely.
Point blank period, man.
Right.
Stop playing. All right, go ahead, brother.
And cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live. And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
And that's what's going on, man, and we shall live, man. Hey, when the Bulls became America's team. All right? That wasn't the Knicks, wasn't Dallas, it wasn't LA, the Bulls became America's team. When Jordan and Pippen and all, with their whole era, they became America's team. That's great millstone to this Israelite thing. That's right.
That's right.
Whether you want to admit it or not.
Dynasty.
All right?
Champions.
Okay? Now,
Undefeated.
the water that all the other camps are doing, especially the ones that are doing the right thing. But I'm just being real about it. This is not me bragging. This is just me speaking the truth, man. All right? This is from what I see, an honest assessment. Not because I'm a part of Great Millstone. It's because what I see. I can admit when somebody's bigger and greater. I don't have a problem with that, man. Right? But the Great Millstone is the vanguard of this Israelite thing. Matter of fact, we're also the most hated among all most Israel. Why? Because we follow true to the scriptures, all right, and we're not respected as a person.
That's right.
All right. The rest of these guys, they really try to please the women. Right? We cutting everybody, man. All right. And the reason they try to please the women instead of telling them the truth, all right, they go a little bit soft on it because, especially these paraphernalia selling Israelite camps. Well, you go to their website, and instead of edifying videos to build you up so that you could take this truth and teach it to anybody within your hearing, all right? All they got is their hats and their t-shirts and all their garments and all the stuff that they trying to sell, all right? And who spend the most money in America?
Women.
So you think they're gonna tell a woman that it's not okay for her to act like she a man?
That's right.
They're not. They're not gonna put women in their place. They're not going to tell the truth about order, man. And that's not a diss or us speaking down to women. That's the order that God set up. Right. He gave it to you. It's the Most High Father, Yahweh. Then it's Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Then it's the men of the Lord, and then it's their women, and then it's the children. That's the order. All right. You as simple as that. I'm not equal to Yahweh Shai. I'm not equal to my elders.
God.
All right, and my woman ain't damn sure ain't equal to me.
God knows.
And then my children ain't telling her what to do. Hey, look, Ma, check this out. No, that ain't how it happening. So come here. No. Little
That's right.
You're right.
Some no.
About to get the sandals
You got
done.
something, brother?
I was going to bring out what you just quoted. This is 1 Corinthians, what the elder just quoted. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I'll have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. So it's plain and written just for edification's sake. But y'all don't want to read that. And not only do y'all don't want to read it, y'all don't want to abide
and they don't want to apply it.
Yeah,
all right.
This ain't no diss.
Because
Right.
there's so many videos right now, and you know what? And I gotta admit, man, it's a lot of because you see the crunches happen.
Right.
The crunch is happening. So there's a lot of Judite sisters on there talking about how they've been duped by this feminism stuff. And there's a lot of Edomite women saying it too. You know, I saw the one video, little Edomite cutie, she was saying how she was taught in college that her biggest adversaries were men, and she had to always contend with men. And she was like, well, shit. Now now she's married, and she's like, well, damn. I don't need to compete with my husband. Matter of fact, I'm glad my husband is in charge. That he's masculine. She said once she embraced her femininity, her life got easier.
That's right.
All right? And I was like, damn. Well, you know what? Every woman needs to hear this shit.
Right.
All right, so I reposted it. But nevertheless, it's true because it because now, because she said, okay, well, yeah, I make money too, but but that's got nothing to do with it. All right, it doesn't really come about money because in the very near future, all this six-figure plus guy and all these guys with all this money, they about to be nobodies, man.
That's right.
All right, the men of the Lord are right now are the true high value men.
That's
And
right.
they're gonna be the high value men when this thing comes, man.
Yep.
Because dude with the Benz and the Raptor, he ain't about to be. Matter of fact, he gonna probably be eaten by birds. After when his body is dead, they gonna be pecking his eyes out and shit.
Right.
All right. The Lord promised these birds a great feast. Okay. He promised them a feast, man, and all these bodies just gonna drop. all right, from all these different diseases and everything, and from the people that's going to take the CHIP, which is clearly inevitable at this time. And you got a lot of them camps that's still not teaching about it, even though damn near every other commercial is biometrics of someone using a palm to pay for some shit.
Yep.
All right.
You got it in Amazon.
Okay.
You go to like a kiosk. You present your debit card. It takes the info, and then like you put your hand up, and it takes a biometric scan of your hand. So when you go into certain like Amazon Go or Amazon Fresh stores, all you gotta do, you just walk in, come in, you know, pay for your shit with your hand, man.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson.
Right.
Right.
Minority report.
Exactly, man. And if you can't see that this whole digital system is so that you can control and track people, and they're spending what they're doing and who they're spending it on.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I heard that Tesla, when you don't pay your bills in time, they're trying to make it with the car. They'll not shut it off. They'll just drive you back to the dealership on its own.
You think it shuts off? They like,
Damn,
no.
Kit.
Right.
Damn,
But
y'all,
guess
you
what?
too young to know about Kit.
Right.
Damn, that's Kit.
You know who that puts out of a job? The repo man.
Damn, yeah.
That puts the repo man out of a job.
Yeah, it does, man.
You see? So with
It drives me so
automation,
bad.
a lot of these like humanities, these jobs that are dominated by women,
Oh.
they're going to be automated.
Tech
man.
industry is they're already taking a hit. It's about to get worse.
Oh, the chat GPT.
It's about to get worse, man. And most of these tech jobs are held by women. So a lot of these high-rise living, well-to-do, independent women that didn't need nobody. It's about to be a whole lot more women putting up their putting their cheeks on OnlyFans and all that shit. And I swear on Instagram and on TikTok, every day I get about 4 or 5 hellos. And I'm like, oh, so are you watching the video? And see, when in the beginning, man, I was naive to that shit. Yeah, she watching it. Okay, what's up, sister? And then I click on it, and all I see is cleavage and shit. I'm like, okay.
Got me.
You one of those.
All right. Then I look again, but then it's like, okay. But the point is, man,
Like claim,
claim
and delete.
What the hell? Right, claim and then delete. Claim, I see you on the other side, because I ain't got time for you right now, and I don't want you right now.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm afraid of these women, man, especially these ones that took the jump shot.
Oh, yeah.
Because they giving out the heels.
Yeah, you don't want your stuff falling off, man.
Yeah, so I ain't.
Wake up
all,
and see your dick.
all the people that took the because it was funny. I forget which brother was telling me how these women on these social sites, all of a sudden they were all proclaiming that they didn't take the jump shot. When in the beginning they didn't want to. They would, if you don't have a jump shot, swipe whichever way that you swipe. Because I ain't never been on one of them sites, so I don't know. I'm old fashioned. If the Lord don't make our paths cross, it wasn't meant to be. All right? I'm where you from? Some bitch in Idaho. Like, well, then how this gonna work? Talking about you cute too. Damn, that's a long drive, baby. What the hell, man? Yeah, I don't believe in that mess anyway, man. All right, all technology is not good, man. And then the Lord created this internet just for this to be done. That's right.
Yeah.
For this word to go out to the four corners of the earth, 24/7, 365.
Yes, sir.
Right, to that unicorn. That's why this was created, man. It wasn't created. There's all these other things going on, but it was created for this purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, because this is how the Lord, the true gospel of the Lord, went to the four corners of the earth. And since we've been doing this, look at the condition of the earth. Woo. How the prophecy started popping off when we started teaching. Because 500 plus years of Christianity wasn't nothing popping off. You had a prophecy that came past every, maybe 50 years, 100 years. Something would happen, you can identify that in the prophecy. But damn, when the men of the Lord hit the highways and byways, America's deterioration sped up exponentially.
Yes.
Right?
Man.
And only the spiritual people can see that, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Psalms 85 and 11. It says, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven.
And that's the relics. That's another thing that Dr. Brown was ignoring. Okay? all the relics and all the archaeological digs that show you who the people of the Lord are. I was starting to see it earlier how Putin flexed on when Putin showed in those churches all those images of all those so-called black people on those walls and those icons in those 600 and 700-year-old churches that they were doing those services in. All right, those are 600 and 700-year-old churches, man. Going back to the 10th century, the 11th century, the 12th century, the 13th century, the 14th century, and all these images in those churches showed you so-called Negroes on the wall as Saint John, as Paul, as the Lord, as Mary. All right, who put all that shit on display? He did that for a reason. That wasn't by accident.
Right.
He didn't do that. Wasn't by accident, man. And even if he didn't do it on purpose, the Lord had him do it.
That's right.
Well, they had them cameras going live, and he's sitting in the church full of white Russians, but nothing but black icons on all the walls around him.
Black.
So-called black, because lack of, the Lord did that.
That's right.
And so the Lord, it's like how they ignore history and relics. Professor Boyd Dawkins, remember that name? Professor Boyd Dawkins did an archaeological dig, all right? And in the late 1800s, so I think it was around 1890, he gave a speech in London, all right? Professor Boyd Dawkins. Somebody can look him up, all right? He gave a speech in 1890, and I think he went on like a 20-year dig, archaeological dig, and he gave a speech in the 1890s in London, all right, in a hall full of so-called smart white people with degrees and shit. All right, and inside of there, he talked about all the black bosques. That means bodies. For anybody that doesn't know, all the black bosques that were found all over Ireland, Scotland, England, Britain, Germany, Sweden, and with the animals, and that Europe after the fall of Rome was ruled over and overran by so-called black people with curly hair.
That's right.
And woolly hair. And their bodies were all over Europe. So where's that? Where are these people when I watch The Last Kingdom?
That's right.
Where are these people at when I watch the Viking movies?
That shit be pissing me off, man.
All right? And when you watch Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart. William Wallace. Yeah.
And so because I was at the dojo the other day and they were talking about, Troy.
Right.
All right? And I was like, little do you know, man. All right? Because when you know the real history, Alexander of Macedon, the white people didn't come into that land until 300 years after that battle. So the events that took place in Troy, all those people were people of color.
Dark-skinned people.
Those were all Etruscans. Those were all Japhet people. The people you call Samoan and Hawaiians, that was all them. All right? And there was some Jake in there with them.
Yep.
All right?
Like Rakishi. I got a precept for what you had said about the camera and how Putin had showed those images, but even if he didn't want to do it, you made a point. You said the Lord made him do it.
Right.
This is Proverbs 21 in verse 1. It said the king's heart, which is his mind, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Ooh. So the Lord put it on their mind to do it. To let that be seen. And that's why the scriptures say you can do nothing against the truth before it. The Lord had that get put on his mind to do that.
And that was a smack in all the face of Christian.
Definitely.
That was a fact smack in all the face of Christianity. Because in every Western church, all the imagery of the Lord and the Lord's people are so-called white people. Point blank period. All right? Those are all the people.
Let me get this. The elder always calls for this. This is Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So everything comes, the truth comes to the light. No matter how much you try to cover it, it's gonna be uncovered, it's gonna be revealed. The scripture says the truth will be declared. All right? So
that's right, brother.
Hey man, you seeing all this information is coming up. Why? Because Esau is at his end, man. All right? His only stronghold, the only strength Esau had was the sword and deception. Okay? And he's a master at both. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is much better. So, hey man, Esau, his lies are being unearthed, So it's to the point he has no choice but to come down with the sword, man.
Great wrath.
Great wrath.
Great wrath.
Yeah, and it's like I heard Elder Yashawamba say, you talking about coming down with the great wrath. That's why they pay people like Dr. Brown, Vocab Malone. What's Vocab like? If Vocab Malone was trying to spread the gospel, all this crazy shit keep happening in the Catholic churches.
Right.
Every week there's another scandal. Another, another testimony of somebody being molested or done wrong. Right? And Vocab ain't nowhere to be seen. Matter of fact, I commented on one video. They were talking about how long do we have to endure this touching of our children and blah blah. Right. And I was like, "Where's Vocab?"
Well, now it's being blasted. As of late, it's being blasted more in these so-called these synagogues. Right. All right, this one just recently he the flavor of the week. He basically a rabbi. Get the fuck out of here. But he basically adopted this boy. Of course, he adopted this boy and raised him up. And he's been molesting them the whole time, and a couple more fucking boys, and they brought him in this shit. But you gonna cut, soon as you cut on this topic, R. Kelly face gonna pop up. And you know how it's karma. If he doing that, everybody in his so-called congregation knows about this. His karma
he probably share some of them boys with some of them
Exactly. No vocab. And this made the news. This actually did make the news. No vocab, no Christian campaign on so-called wickedness. Hey, fuck you. Vocab, you're a cracker, you going in the
Because
chain.
his people also own the media. Exactly. And the media, no matter what they do wrong, they'll show them when it's to the point. And the only reason they show them is because of social media. They have no choice at this point. Right? Because prior to social media, shit like that got swept under the rug. It got put in the newspapers, but it never got put on mainstream TV. And they'll find the story. Or some shit that happened in the back of the yard. Or some shit that happened in Roseland to put in the news. So that they don't have to show the rabbi's face.
Hey,
never mind all these kids getting molested. Look what this dude did in the back of the yard.
Look at it.
Look at this dude down here in Roseland. What you got, bro?
Roseland, shout out to Roseland.
I got Sirach 14:6. Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. So if he doing that shit to his own people, how much he gonna do that shit to the children of Israel, man? He really fucking us over if he fucking up his own people real bad like that, man.
God, brother, and I got a video that I gotta finish, do the part 2 to it. It's called the savagery of rape during the slave trade on the ships.
Good Lord.
And the video is, it's pretty bad, man.
I'm back.
I did part 1. I got to go ahead and finish part 2. I know the viewers are waiting on it, so I got to do it.
Shit, I'm waiting on it. I ain't even seen it first.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I got this. That's the precept to back the brother Daniela got up. This is he's going into Esau and his wickedness. This is Proverbs 21 and verse 10. It says, "The soul of the wicked desireth evil; his neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes." So Esau don't have no favor toward nobody. He said, "The soul of the wicked desires evil." This is all he want to do. He said, he ain't doing nothing else.
You're not a part of his wicked little cabal, because he'll do evil to his own self, to his own people. Matter of fact, he's doing it because some of his own people, got that poison injected into him. His own people are breathing in that shit that he sprays. His own people are eating the abominable ingredients that they put in food and water.
Good Lord.
Right?
Fluoride.
That they're not, this shit going, I watched this video with this woman, this Edomite woman. Her job is whatever her doctor, whatever her medical thing is, she studies blood. So she draws blood and she studies blood in people, and she figures out, what is it called? Oncologist. Okay, that's what she does, an oncologist. And she's studying blood to figure out what deficiency you have, so she can say, well, this is what you need to add to your diet, blue wop the bam. And what she's finding is that she's finding shit in people's blood that look like monsters, like little spiders and shit. All right? And how they're forming together. And then some of them are glowing. And she's finding all this shit in people who are all the people who participated in a certain Dr. Fauci experiment. They're the main ones who have this thing. All right? But now she's finding that people who didn't do it, it's starting to show up in their blood too. which means that they're attacking the food and water.
Absolutely.
All right? So, exactly. So it's no escaping this, man. And like you said, if the Lord don't come soon, it'll be no flesh left to save. Because I know that everybody don't feel their best anymore. No matter how much you work out, you eat right, you do all that, it's like you be the most fittest dude, and you still feel like shit. Yeah. The most fittest chick, and you still like, you don't feel like yourself, man. All right?
It's like the rules of war. When they go into war, what do? They camp around, right? And then they poison the well.
The Romans.
Right? And so nobody can come in and out and starve them. Starve them up.
Yeah, they make you weak before they attack.
Yeah. They got to.
Because it ain't like, it ain't because it wasn't nothing honorable. There was nothing honorable about the Romans at all, man. Now, it was like the whole gladiator lifestyle. The gladiators were honorable. They were ready to die for what they believed in, even though it was some stupid shit, but there was honor among them. Ooh. The Romans, there was no honor among them, and it wasn't. And who was leading the Romans? All right, think about it, man. There was no honor about. Think about it. In the movie Gladiator, which was aesthetically incorrect in most cases, but what did he do when communists went out to fight? Went out to fight Maximus.
Didn't we talk about that the other day?
What did he do? Right. He punctured his lung,
covered it up,
and then put the arm cover up his wound. Right. So
he really finna go out
so
there
he
and
about
put
to go out here
on him.
and look like he cold as hell because he fighting a man that's already dying, that's injured. But he was such a bitch ass nigga. Yeah, I'm just a bitch ass nigga.
I'm just a bitch ass nigga.
He was such a bitch ass nigga that this wounded man was still able to defeat him and send his ass to the spirit world. You first, motherfucker.
Right. God knows.
Right. That we both going, but you
bad
going
shit,
first, bitch ass nigga. Take this. But yeah. But that's the mentality of the average Edomite, man. Because I always said, man, they're the only people that I know that rig a situation for them to win and then brag about victory. Right. They want to stand around all Captain Morgan like, like they done did some shit.
How you even feel good about that?
You done manipulated it. Exactly. You done cheated. You done put shit in the dude water.
Shit, hunting lions.
You done put shit in this water. Hey, look. How you gonna hunt a lion with a rifle with a scope? You can shoot him from 2 miles away.
Exactly. And pose on like.
Then you shoot him from 2 miles away. Then go stand over.
All the shit out.
All right. No. You got them Hamites tribe. They had that little short ass spear. All right. They go hunt a lion, and if they lucky, they actually win. Right. Or either they get fed to the pride. All right. That and still, what the fuck you hunting a lion for? The lion ain't fucking with you.
Right.
All right, lion trying to control his bitches. He on his pimping.
Yeah. That's right.
He got a pride to take care of.
Right, man.
Right?
He on his pimping.
Trying to hunt everything except them goddamn water buffalo. That she has to. Two things a lion typically don't fuck with: water buffalo
and that hippo.
Yeah, they won't fuck with a hippo too much. Neither a rhino.
Yeah,
they're very rare. Very, very rare. Or elephant. I did see one video where pride of lions went after elephant, but that's only when it's extremely desperate times, and that's only if they can get an elephant separated from the rank, because you can't go after elephant with other elephants around.
Yeah, they make that circle. They get the tusk in your ass. Them elephants vicious, man.
Yeah, elephants. Matter of fact, they kill more people than lions do.
Yeah.
They say the two things to kill you in the jungle is a lion and that damn two-step. That two-step. They got a viper in I forget what it's called, but they got a viper in Africa that I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one in Thailand too. Not like where the population of people live, but it's like near the Cambodian border in between Thailand. There's a snake out there that they call a two-step. And they call it that for a reason. And it's little.
Yeah. Take 2 steps.
Yeah, if it bites you little. Yeah.
They should call him the Murphy State.
Remember how man with his five finger thing, heart thing exploding? technique?
Ah,
They
yeah.
taught you that?
Pame.
Yeah, that nigga had to fix his clothes and take his 5 steps.
Woo.
That Kill Bill shit.
Right.
He thinks the beard there thing. That nigga car like this.
Well, he had to die with style, you know. But
Yeah,
nevertheless, you know, that's some shit in the world that'll mess you up. Right? But the point is that it's a very cowardice act. And Esau really is a coward at heart, man. Right? And it's not like he gonna come out. I've said it many a times. You know, Esau always talking about the race war and this and all that kind of bullshit. Esau only gonna fight you when he's armed and you not. All right?
Yep.
Or it's 10 times more of them than it is of you. And then they still gonna be hesitant. It ain't like I said, like Roosevelt gonna be the dividing line. All right? And it's gonna be all Jake on this side of Roosevelt and all the Edomites on that side of Roosevelt. And we're gonna do some gangs in New York
West
shit.
Side Story.
You know? No, gangs in New York, brother.
Gangs in New York.
You seen the opening scene of gangs in New York?
Oh yeah.
To put Gad in straights.
Yeah, because he couldn't defeat Gad.
Yeah, Esau tried to
Especially when he went west and he got out there and started fucking with them Sioux. He got out there and met them damn Comanche and Apache. You know, he was like,
It's all
shit.
soft.
These
He
motherfuckers
is.
over here ain't like these East Coast Indians. You know? Or like when he went down there fucking with Reuben, when he went down there and started fucking with us. You know? Esau learned the hard way, man. All right? Yeah, when he started going west and he ran into them Apache and Comanche, he's like, oh shit. These motherfuckers ain't playing around.
Next thing you know, we got. Hey, the scripture just say one should be stronger than the other. Like you always say, his blessing is the sword, man. Outside of your weaponry and your chemical warfare, like the elder says, you make us weak. Outside of your fucking chemical warfare, your biological warfare, your psychical warfare, you ain't on shit. Hey, we had like a 6 on 15.
Hold on one
couple
second.
of the brothers was there.
We got
in
a
the
cockroach.
summertime.
Hey,
We beat
Bill
the shit out
Thomas,
of
man,
them
fuck
motherfuckers.
you.
We beat the shit
Get
out
off
of
my
them.
goddamn feed, man.
2 niggas I know, about 4 brothers, and about 15 Edomites. We beat the shit out these crackers.
Yeah, that's
3 Amalams just came and did none of us get in them.
there it is. There it is. Right?
That's what I told the dude. I said, look at your teeth on the floor, stupid.
Fuck you,
Knock
Bill.
his fucking tooth out.
And all he had to do was walk away.
Yeah, and all his homies come out, right? Oh, these guys. Man, we beat the shit out them Edomites. Stupid. Then your
got some
blessing
clown
is
on
the
that
sword.
skull.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
Bill Thomas talking. Fuck you, Bill.
Fuck you, Billy.
Man, your name
Silly.
Bill, man.
Silly Billy.
Bill.
Billy.
Silly
You know?
Billy. Tricks out for kids. Shut up, Bill.
And typically, most people named Bill, their name is William. And you
Yeah.
know the nickname for William, right?
Little dick.
You know?
No, I thought that was Richard.
No, that's Richard. That's Richard.
Little dick.
Right.
Niggas out here naming their kids.
Still, nigga, your name Bill. Man.
His name Bill. Silly Bill.
Yeah, Billy.
Fucking cow you looking motherfucker.
R.I.P. Bill Withers.
R.I.P. Bill Withers. That was the only Bill that was cool. Hey, and you know what?
Bill,
I like them talking shit because it goes back to what the elder said earlier. Am I therefore your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Right.
And make a man offended by word. Hey, like the elder Yashawama say all the time, man. They don't do this shit with gangster rap. That's
Right.
hate speech.
That's real hate speech.
But here it is. The men come
Yeah.
out here, present their body as a living sacrifice, read straight from the Bible, which you swear on in your course of unrighteous decrees.
Back it
Yeah.
up with some history.
Back,
That
yeah.
don't fit their narrative. And all of a
That's
sudden,
hate speech.
you're hateful. Man, shut your ass up.
You hate me.
So right now, you know, Bill's pussy is hurt,
Fuck
man.
Bill.
Go change your tampon, homie.
Soft ass nigga. Go ahead, you knock it.
It's John 15 and 18. It says, if the world hate you,
Yep.
ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
That's right.
If ye were of the world will love his own.
Exactly.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
And that's what it comes down to. And Bill, let me tell you something. Hey, you weren't the Italians, right? You weren't the Scots. You weren't the Irish, right? You were not the Brits, okay? You were not the Danes. You were none of that, man. You came after. You a piece of shit Edomite.
Yep.
That's what you are, man.
Basement.
All right, a liar. Okay?
You're not even the last samurai.
And the Lord is coming back to take your kingdom from you.
That's right.
You're going on the bottom and you're going into slavery. And there's nothing you can do about it. Right? You're going to work real hard for free for the rest of your life.
Literally.
Right? And you're only gonna get to bed ugly Edomite women, because all the attractive ones gonna be getting BBC.
Yep.
Right?
I ain't even
That's
let
what it
his
is.
ass have them.
You know? No, because he gotta have that.
Yeah,
He
gotta-
make more slaves.
Yeah.
We got some other ones for that. Fuck
Right.
it.
He gotta make more slaves.
You're right, Elder. I'm
And
just
he gotta, and he definitely, in the days you getting the rice and the sand, that's over.
That's over.
So if you ain't never had the rice, Bill, go get you something now.
God.
If you never had the sand, go get you some sand. All right, go get it, man.
That's right.
All right, if you like Keisha, go get it now. Because them days, that time is gonna be over, man.
Yeah.
All right, all you gonna do is you gonna get that damn Appalachian incest-looking fat broad, okay? that Hills Have Eyes, bitch.
I was gonna say Goonies.
Okay?
Off the Goonies.
Same thing. All right? One of his daughters.
Damn.
Right? That's what you gonna get to have, homie. All right? Because the best of your women, they gonna be riding BBC, homie.
That's right.
That's what it is. They gonna be bed wenches, and they gonna rub it in your face and call you an ain't shit pink nigga.
Yes.
Come on him.
Bring it
That's
out.
right.
The curse is coming on
The
him.
curse is gonna the curse is gonna come, and one of your family members probably gonna overdose on opioids soon too.
Right
Fuck
now.
you, Bill. Bring
They
it
got a
right
head
now.
start
No, I
already.
have to insult that piece of shit. Man. Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 2:12, for the day of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up.
That's right.
And he shall be brought low.
Yep, you're gonna be brought low. Shameful spewing on your glory, homie.
That's right.
All your false, fake ass history, man.
That's
why
right.
you want to change history now. You don't want CRT in the classroom. Why you even gotta label it that, man? And it's not theory.
not theory.
It's right. It's critical race facts, man.
Yeah.
All right. Matter of fact, you want to get edified, go to the channel. It's critical race historical facts. Go check it out. Go get your feelings hurt and learn at the same time. All right.
It's the book of Matthew 12:36. It says, but I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Yep.
So every
You might end up on a plantation and one of these brothers standing right here, man. Matter of fact, for running your mouth, you're probably gonna get passed around. Okay? Every month you're gonna get transferred to another plantation.
Yep.
All right?
They did us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You gonna catch them flops, man. You gonna wish you had never opened your stupid mouth. That's what it is, man. And the Lord, and it's for you, Vocab Alone and Dr. Michael Brown. The Lord is coming back to a world that's ruled by Edom, and the government of Israel is going to be set up. It's going to be set up by who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, Yahushua, and He's going to set up King David, and the 12 tribes of Israel is the new government, man.
Right.
That's how we know that Israel hasn't been established yet, because that hasn't happened yet.
That's right.
That's right.
All right? And that's gonna happen. That's gonna be, ain't gonna be no American government, no BRICS government, no NATO, none of that. Oh, all right? Matter of fact, somebody get Isaiah 63. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up.
It's gonna be merciful.
Whatever, bring out them last scripts y'all got.
This Isaiah chapter 63.
No. Let them bring out them last scripts. That's last.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and upon them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Yep, party bus, this is it. Like I always tell you, smoke, do your coke, have your gay sex, all that shit that y'all like to do, man. All right? Go on your party bus. All right? Get drunk. Have a good time, because this is it. This is your kingdom, man. Go out and do some, go out and do some gay shit. Smoke some crack. All right?
God, no.
What you got, brother?
Job 21, verse 13, they spend their days in wealth and in a moment go down to the grave. Therefore, they say unto Yahweh, our power, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Go on with all that truth.
What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Lo, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me.
There it is, man. Right. Say, hey, brother came off the top rope, gave him people's elbow with that one.
And you know what? This is how you know that this is the truth. Because see, our people, they don't feel that way when they go into Christianity. They don't say what is the benefits of it, when there's clearly no benefits of it. You get to join hand in hand with your enemy in the kingdom. So according to they bullshit, they don't say that when they go into Islam, New Wahabianism, none of that bullshit. That's how you know that this the truth, man. Yeah, he did come off the top rope with that.
Only because it didn't come out yet. This Amos 5 and 10, it says they hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
That's why Bill opened his dumb ass mouth.
Shut up,
Right?
Billy.
Yep. People named Bill get busted in the mouth. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is Ezekiel 25, and I'm gonna start at verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, which is you so-called white people, all right, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Like, by the hand, because it's not a spiritual thing. Esau always used to try to creep that in back in the day. Well, it's gonna be spiritual. No, it wasn't spiritual when you was whooping our ass.
That's
nigga.
right.
Go ahead, brother.
Right?
Yeah, when all in the name of Cesare Borgia.
Right, that wasn't a spiritual. That was a,
When you
that
had
was a
that
brutal
picture,
ass.
when you had that false image of Cesare, all right?
Yeah.
Stealing lands,
burning people alive.
okay?
With that Catholicism, like that Issacharite or Ephraimite, that old famous one, when he said, if he gonna be there when I die, I don't just burn me.
Yeah, that was a
Fuck that.
I think that was an Ephraimite. It was either Ephraimite or Issacharite chief.
Yeah.
That he asked it when I die, when I go to get to this heaven, is that guy gonna be there? And he was like, then I don't want to go there. Right? All right. Then they burned him alive, man. They killed him.
So by the hand of my people Israel.
So you gotta pay for that, man.
Hell yeah. And you niggas that don't want vengeance are fucking weak, man.
2/3.
And stupid.
Man, every movie that come on TV, damn near the greatest movies are all about vengeance.
Come on, man.
You watch a movie and you can't wait for the guy that's been doing the dirt to get his. So these people have been doing dirt for 2,000 years.
Non-stop.
Right? Non-stop, man. Especially these last 600 years. Non-stop. All right? But yet, they just gonna get the pass.
They gave these niggas, cause they gave them drugs. I was watching this movie called No Escape with Matthew Conaway.
Yeah.
That one Edomite.
Yeah.
And he was, I forgot where he was at, but they were targeting nothing but Esau, and they were killing them off because they took over the water. And they didn't like that. They didn't like the government siding with Esau, and now they was killing every fucking Edomite that was in their land. And he was trying to get out the jam.
Oh yeah.
He was in the hotel, yep.
Yeah, that was the one with Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson slide.
Yeah, Owen Wilson. Yeah, they was in Thailand. Yeah, that was in Thailand. Yeah, that was a good ass movie. Yeah, they was killing. Yeah, they was killing all the Edomites. Right.
So it says, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
Right, so we can't even get mad enough. The Lord gonna put his fury on us.
That's right.
So when we have the fury of the Lord on us, then we gonna be bright burning your asses. Because we gonna have them new bodies, man. The men that are gonna get awarded this are gonna this honor to do this job, to do that, to become that hammer, all right, for the Lord, man, to become that sword, that battle axe. All right, they gonna get imbued with that body. But you know what too? The Lord gonna also put the spirit on some of these 2/3 who already marked to death to be spirits of vengeance for death too.
Yep.
They gonna die, but the Lord gonna send them on a mission. You know, before they get it. Right, they gonna be Skeletor. Right? If you don't know what Skeletor is, watch that movie, The First Purge.
Yeah.
All right? Because Skeletor got it in on their ass before they got him.
Oh yeah.
I got
Oh.
Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 1.
Speak up.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy it again. And it say unto them, Thus said the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out thy hand against thee. I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities to waste, and thou shalt be desolate. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, I will prepare thee to blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Seeing that thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
That's right. So all that blood I saw on the floor today in that store, and that's an upscale. That's one of the premier shopping places in Chicago, with blood all over the floor, man. It's gonna be the Lord is not only it's gonna be you 2/3 and you heathens blood too. The Lord promises it's gonna be blood to the horse's bridle, man.
Yep.
Right. You know, and if you didn't know, the bridle is that piece, that bit that goes in his mouth, so that you can control the horse. Right, so you can make them go this way or that way. Right, so that's a lot of blood, man. Go ahead, we gonna finish with that scripture, brother. Get that Isaiah 63.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse
this
1.
is specifically for, Vocab Malone and Dr. Michael Brown, man. Because, how can Israel be established if Edom is still ruling? Looking ass. Dummy. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63 and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I shall stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in my heart.
So the Lord, the day of vengeance is in his heart, man. The Lord just basically gave you a metaphor of how, if you don't know how wine is made, go click on a video and watch it. All right? He compared the death of Edom, the destruction of Edom that he's going to do to that.
Yep.
That hasn't happened yet. And it said in Bozrah. So whatever there's an Edomite stronghold, that's Bozrah. So he's going to visit you and bring you down, and he's going to destroy you sorely, man, with a painful destruction. Any more to that?
I was just finishing it out. It says, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Right, and when he does that, that's when Israel gets redeemed. So Israel's not in the land. Dr. Michael Brown and Vocab Malone are liars.
Yep.
And so with that, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Wa Abba, Baba.